Well, have you ever looked at those BMI charts? You know, the ones that tell you whether you're overweight or obese?
CBS 2's Dr. Max Gomez says there's a much better way. Thankfully, he's here to explain. Doc.
That's right. You know, BMI charts, believe it or not, were developed 180 years ago, and they don't take age or gender into account and say nothing about body composition. On BMI charts, Mike Tyson, the boxer, is morbidly obese, even though most of his weight is muscle. Now there's a fat scanner that can pinpoint what your real health risks are.
For BMI purposes, I fall right in the normal range. My weight has been normal for the past 25 years.
Not only that, but Susan Reed bikes and kayaks. Her diet is mostly vegetarian. So imagine her surprise when her doctor told her she had a fat problem.
Your weight in pounds does not necessarily reflect how much fat you have, nor does it reflect where the fat is located, which is really the risk factor that we're interested in.
Your health risk factors depend on what proportion of your body weight is fat versus lean, and also where you carry that fat. Potbelly or abdominal fat is much riskier than fat carried on the hips or buttocks. Dr. Stephen Goldstein authored a study that found that BMI charts mislead a lot of people as to their true health status.
20% of the people with normal BMI, normal height and weight, were greater than the 75th percentile for body fat, what we call the skinny fat.
The wake-up call for Susan came when she had a modified version of a DEXA scan, the same scan that calculates your bone density and risk for osteoporosis. Only this special version detects all of your lean and fat body mass, and most importantly, where you carry it. Turns out Susan was what doctors call skinny fat.
I was shocked. I've had no other indicators that would lead me to think that this was a situation, and it was a real wake-up call.
But there are also fat, skinny people who are overweight on BMI charts, but whose fat composition is normal and carried in so-called safer body areas. Now, this special body composition scan uses very low radiation, about what you'd get in a cross-country flight. It runs about $185 and is not covered by insurance, but it is a much better way to gauge your body weight health risk and those outdated BMI charts.
Which I never understood anyway.
I know, and if you look at those things, they're scary. They tell everybody they're fat, just about. There's a better
Even
way.
if you're ripped.
That's right.
Thank you, Dr. Max.